Hi, I'm Floyd Landis, and you're watching A Billion Bikes.
This week on A Billion Bikes, we're off to Northern Europe and Copenhagen, home to 500,000 people sharing a modern cycling life in Denmark. Welcome to Part 1.
We ask ourselves once in a while, how did we get so far in Copenhagen? And I believe that one of the main reasons is that this is about maybe 100 years of cycle tradition in Copenhagen. The bicycle culture of Copenhagen has been developed for 50 years, maybe even 100 years. Today, every child has got a bike, learns how to use it, and it's also very important that it's socially accepted to use a bike for your daily transport, maybe even trendy.
Jeg har aldrig tænkt på det, men selvfølgelig der er gået lidt trend i det med også nogle, pigerne har meget sådan nogle damecykler i nye modeller, ikke? Så man sidder godt som i sådan en lænestol, og det er ikke sådan nogle sporty-cykler, sådan racercykler, hvor man sidder og cykelhjelm, det holder heller ikke.
I think you can say that the bicycle is part of the everyday transport system in Copenhagen, and it's not very difficult because bicycle is very cheap. It's very good for your health and good for public health. It's good for the environment, and it's still very flexible and individual way of transporting. So it's quite unique actually.
Jeg ejer en bil, men jeg bruger min cykel her i Indre By.
Jeg cykler til arbejde, jeg cykler fra arbejde, jeg cykler til universitetet. Jeg cykler næsten overalt faktisk.
In a modern city, quality of life is very important with the environment, with your health, getting exercise and so on. I think that cycling in Copenhagen today signals those very qualities. It is very telling for us as city that it plays so large a role, and I think that this mark will play a great role in the competition between cities in the 21st century.
It's about 1/3 of the transport, commuting transport, is done on bicycles in Copenhagen. We sometimes say that we have about 1 million kilometers every day riding on bicycles in Copenhagen. This is one of the main arterial roads in Copenhagen, and as you can feel, this is very urban life. That's what it's about, isn't it? In Copenhagen we have developed a cycle policy.
First of all, we want to increase the proportion of cyclists going to work, of course. And then we want to reduce the risks for cyclists being injured. We want to increase the proportion of cyclists feeling secure in the traffic. We want to increase cyclists' traveling speed. And then, of course, we also want to increase the comfort when you go on bikes.
It's very much focusing on transport quality for bicycles. Including traffic safety, your health, the way of feeling secure, the traveling speed, the experience you have when you cycle through the city, and all those kind of things that supports bicycle as a way of transporting yourself.
Det er jo det er ikke noget, jeg har tænkt over som noget ekstraordinært. Det er nødvendigt, fordi vi alle sammen cykler så meget, som vi gør, ikke?
Men måske også det der, at vi ikke tænker over, at vi har cykelstier, at der rent faktisk er, altså, at vores regering, og der sidder nogle mennesker og sørger for, at vi er en meget cykelvenlig by. Det tager man som en selvfølgelighed. Men det viser jo også et eller andet sted, det underbygger måske også det der med, at så er der en eller anden form for en cykelkultur, og den er ikke kun folkelig, den er også politisk.
You have to make it comfortable, you have to make it secure, you have to create a climate where people would want to go on bike. And there's been, for the last 30 years, a political will to do this.